Four full moons, welcome back. The topic for today would be, why is it important to not overthink? Especially along your spiritual path. Well, first of all, when you overthink, you tend to cause some form of resistance. Now, what resistance does is send out a signal, basically, that, well, look at it this way. If something really good happens to you, you're then at such a high energy level because you get so excited. Let's say you won $20 million and you started to get super excited. Now you're feeling the most happiest energy you've ever felt in your life. What this does is amplify your ability to send out a signal, and it's the same thing if something really bad happens to you. It's the same thing with resistance. So you have such a high level of energy towards what just happened, so you're able to send out a better signal that it happened. And this is why people win the lottery over and over again, because the first time they win it, they're at such a high excitement level that they're sending out such a strong signal that they've won it, which causes them to win it again. So it's the same thing when a bad thing happens. Another bad thing will happen if you let it bother you. And it's the same thing with resistance. The more you resist, the more it's bound to come back. So this is why it's important to not overthink and to not let anxiety get to you, especially on your spiritual journey. And what's this have to do with spirituality? Well, spiritual people tend to get a lot of anxiety sometimes, and knowing this, they'll understand what I'm talking about and why it's important to not resist. And an interesting thing that you can do is start to fear things you want to happen, because if you were to run away from something, how can you be running away from something if it isn't following you? If you're chasing something, then obviously that something is trying to run away from you. So start running from what you want, and maybe, just maybe, you'll start to get chased by what you want. So stop running away from what you don't want, and instead run away from what you do want. Trick your mind into thinking you don't want something that you actually do. So that's the kind of key point here, and why it's important to not overthink and resist, and why it's important to not don't over let the bad things affect you, I guess. Don't let the bad things over affect you, because the more you do that, the more you're bound to keep attracting that situation. And if a good thing happens to you, be very excited about it, because you're then going to send out a stronger signal that it's happened, causing you to make it happen again. Because the law of attraction isn't about sending out a signal that you want something, it's about sending out the signal that you have it, because time doesn't exist. And when you send out a signal that you want something, you're then bringing man-made time into the matter, because without time you can't really want something, because that implies that you want something to happen in the future. You have to already have it. So hope this video helps you, and I'm Four Full Moons, your light in the darkest time, or your light in the lightest time. It's up to you. See you in another video.